Dogs growl because they see them rising. Not tomorrow. Not someday. They rise every Tuesday night. And they're outside right now. At first, you think it's nothing, just your dog growling into the dark. But Tuesday nights aren't the same. They're not barking at strangers. They're warning about the returned. The ones who don't breathe, don't eat, don't live in any way you'd understand. They walk again, but not like before. They gather outside, circling the places they once called home. They whisper in voices too thin for you to hear. They warn your animals first, because animals always know before we do. Every Tuesday night, the ground won't stay quiet. It shifts, it cracks, it opens. The dead don't climb out like in stories. They rise in silence, like the air itself pulls them up. And they don't wander without purpose. They return to the places they remember. They return to the ones still alive. Not to hurt, but to remind. To remind you of what you've tried to bury. Your time is shorter than you think. You won't hear them. You won't see them. But your dog will. A low growl from the corner. Eyes following something that isn't there. Hackles rising in the still night. You tell yourself it's nothing. You tell yourself it's a dream, a shadow, just the house settling. But your dog isn't wrong. They growl at the ones in the ground. They growl at the ones you once loved. Every Tuesday is their visitation. Every Tuesday they gather. Not to hurt, not to haunt, but to count, to circle, to check. And if your dog growls at night, it means they've stopped at your door. They're reminding you that you won't be safe forever, that your turn is near. Think of the moments before death. Think of the people you've heard gasping, muttering in their hospital beds. They all say the same thing. They whisper the names of those who went before them. They reach for hands that aren't there. They smile at figures only they can see. Doctors call it confusion. Families call it comfort. But the truth is this: the dead have been reminding them for years. Every Tuesday. Silent. Patient. The growls of their dogs were the warnings they ignored. Until the last nights, when the veil grew too thin to hide. It doesn't matter if you believe. The returned don't need belief. They come anyway. They walk anyway. They remind anyway. And your dog, loyal and afraid, sees what you can't. Every growl is a clock ticking closer to your turn. Close your windows on Tuesday night. Lock your doors. It won't stop them, but it will make you feel less alone. Don't shout at your dog when it growls. Don't silence it. That growl is the only thing between you and denial. That growl is truth. On nights when your dog growls, listen closely. The sound always points to something. Sometimes the corner of your room. Sometimes the hallway. Sometimes the front door. The returns stand there, waiting, whispering in a language too brittle to hear. If your dog growls at the door, it means they're waiting for you to open it. If your dog growls at the wall, it means one of them is standing on the other side. If your dog growls into the empty room, it means you are not alone. Every Tuesday, they start with the guilty, the ones carrying their sins like chains, the ones who pretend to be clean but rot inside. Your dog knows the order. Your dog knows whose turn is next. The growl isn't random. The growl is aimed. If it's low and steady, the dead are passing by. If it's sharp and frantic, they've stopped for you. Do you remember your dreams? On Tuesday nights, they change. Random shapes turn into faces. Faces you knew. Faces that don't belong here. They call your name. They reach for you. You wake to your dog growling in the dark. That's not chance. That's not imagination. That's confirmation. The line between your bed and the graveyard has thinned. That's why Tuesday matters. It's the night when silence is heaviest. It's the night when the living look away, tired, distracted, pretending. It's the night you least expect them. And so they come. They gather. They walk. And your animals notice. Always your animals first. You might think you're safe if you don't have a dog. But safety is a lie. Without a dog, there's no growl. No warning. You'll just sleep through their visits, blind to what stands in your home. And when your last nights come, you won't be ready. You won't be reminded. You'll go to them unprepared. But those with dogs can't escape the warning. The growl is the toll of the bell, the tick of the clock, the sound of the grave calling your name. And every Tuesday it gets closer. Every Tuesday they circle tighter. Every Tuesday their whispers press closer to your ears. Don't dismiss your dog. Don't hush it with false comfort. It's telling you the truth you don't want to hear. It's telling you your house isn't empty, that your yard isn't empty, that the street you walk each day isn't empty. It's telling you the ones you buried never left. They've only been waiting. The returned never leave. They only wait. Outside your window, in your hallway, in the places that suddenly feel cold. They wait at the edge of your vision where your eyes won't focus. They wait, and each Tuesday, they step closer. And sometimes when your dog growls, you'll feel it too. That shift in the air. That weight in your chest. That creeping sense someone is standing right behind you, watching. That's not paranoia. That's recognition. A part of you remembers them, just as they remember you. That's why your skin crawls when your dog growls. Because deep down, you know exactly who waits outside. You can't stop them. You can't bargain. All you can do is prepare. Listen when your dog growls. Think of the life you've lived. Think of the sins you still hold. Think of the faces you'll see again when it's your turn to rise. You can't escape them, but you can face them. You can change before they come for you. When you hear the growl, remember, it isn't fear. It's truth. It's the sound of your time being counted. And one Tuesday soon, the growl will stop. Not because they've gone, but because you've joined them. And then it will be someone else's dog. Growling, watching, warning, every Tuesday night. Forever.